Dash, I know we didn't get much snow. We didn't get much snow. It's not enough for a tiger, he says. I need a lot more. I need a tiger-size amount of snow. Well, Dash, for some other cats' sakes, they're pretty thankful that there's not a tiger amount of snow here at the sanctuary. Nonetheless, feeling a little bit more like winter today here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Hello and welcome, everyone. I see a typical goofy tiger Dash, up to his typical tiger hijinks, living his best rescued life here at the Wildcat Sanctuary under your loving care and support. Who is tuned in? Ellen Simmons, good morning to you, Ellen. Sherry V, good morning to you, Sherry. Voice cracked a little bit. Susan Mintz tuning in. Hey, Susan. Marcy Sanborn, hope all is well out east, Marcy. Hey, Sarah Bloomberg. Tanya Toner's tuned in. Kind of have a face mask on today because it's cold, Dashers. It's cold for a human at least, maybe not for tigers. But truth to tell, I came over and did this live post here in Wild Woodlands for a specific reason, as there's something happening here. Well, maybe not right here at Wild Woodlands, adjacent to Wild Woodlands, right across the road. You know that earlier this year, we cleared out space for new bobcat habitats that you helped fundraise for. And with Tammy making mention that we are going to extend that area and actually construct another set of habitats. So what's happening today is our facilities people have our bobcat, which you also helped fundraise for. I think I can, just about every single thing here, as you would imagine as a nonprofit, you helped us fundraise for. So they're over there with the big bad bobcat, knocking down some trees and clearing some brush and getting ready and leveling that area out for the fence company to come and not do the original set of habitats, but also now another set of roofed habitats. So we're going to get a little cat time in. We're going to get a little construction time in. But admittedly, it might not be too long because it's a little chilly out today. My digits are already a little cold, Dashers. Pat McKenna saying, I don't have stars, I send hearts. Love the sanctuary. Beautiful tiger. Thank you for that, Pat. Especially in the week of Valentine's Day, we certainly appreciate you sharing the love. And Dash certainly is a beautiful tiger, isn't he? Getting his beautification happening right now, as a matter of fact, doing his grooming for the day. Happy Friday from Joy Williams. Love that profile pic, by the way, Joy. Wishing happy Friday to Dash and all at TWS. And it wouldn't be Dash enjoying himself in his habitat without Polina. Just making sure that he's staying appropriate over there and that little whippersnapper isn't being too much of a whippersnapper. Ooh, I got cold. Yes, I got cold thumbs. Holy buckets. Holy buckets. We'll see how long I last today. Ellen Simmons points out that she hears crunching trees. That's right, as that construction's happening right over across the way. There's not a whole lot to see. Certainly some action to be had, but I want to go over and check it out regardless. Keeping it pretty light for this live post. Tammy did an excellent Wildcat wrap-up yesterday that really encompassed the entire merging process that went into Sophie and Gino now becoming fully merged and living together here at Pride Prairie at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So I talked a little bit about it in detail on my live post earlier in the week. We heard from Tammy yesterday. So from top to bottom, you should know all that went into that process, how important your support was for that process, the staff time and the expertise that goes into merging two big cats. So yeah, we're going to keep it light today. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. So we're hanging out with Mr. Dash here. Check out on that construction. And Judson hoping not to lose a finger or two. This is in the single digits today. And truth to tell, usually I get pretty acclimated. Yeah, there you come, mister. Usually I get pretty acclimated, but there wasn't much of a winter to acclimate to. Mr. Dashers, and I feel like when we get these cold stretches or when winter starts behaving like winter, I'm a little bit of a wimp. Jeremy admonishing me for not saying germ. Sometimes it's just hard to get things straight here. Just looking at a few comments here as Mr. Dashers is playing with his toy. I might get walking a little bit so I can put a hand in my pocket. Woo! Man, it's a little windy today, and it's in the single, maybe it's in the teens now, but it was in the single digits early this morning. So definitely a day where there's cats like Dash who don't mind the cold. I was happy to see I tuned into the stream once this morning, and Gino and Sophie, I can tell that you're about to stalk Judson. That Gino and Sophie were inside taking advantage of their indoor bedroom, which is wonderful to see on a cold day like today. Certainly that sun feels great too, so you break the wind a little bit, it's not too bad outside. Woohoo! Holy buckets, Dashers! And welcome everyone, if you're just joining us, you're tuned in live to the Wildcat Sanctuary. I am Judson. We have a rescue tiger somewhere in this free-roaming habitat, up to no good in the best way possible. It's Tiger Dash, who will periodically just make pit stops up and say hi to his humans. Up here, Dash is one of our more social rescues. Not all of our tigers, or rescues for that matter, are wild about humans, and Dash is one of those cats who benefits from humans. So glad we get to give him some social time and we get to enjoy his presence as well, and just see how special of a life this guy is leading. Look at that giant ball behind him. He was just playing with a new toy that was rotated into his habitat this morning. Dash is often clamoring for the attention of his neighbors, Polina and Tarek. He's got Alyssa on the other side of him. Dash really has everything that he could ever need here in his rescued life, and you know, that we'd prefer for Dash to be living a wild life, as with all of our rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's still a lot to appreciate about what we have and what you're able to provide for cats like Dash. Oh yeah, I see that you're in the middle of stalking, but you're also getting a little nappy during that stalk. You're also getting a little nappy during that stalk, I see. Alright, I'm going to zoom out, and Dash will probably complete this stalk, and I kind of want to go check out some of the construction. I mentioned earlier in the live post that obviously you guys helped us fundraise for 2 new habitats, as when we welcomed some of the medium cat rescues, the Bobcat and Lynx, we were at capacity, and what you guys helped us do is build, or fundraise rather, to build these new habitats. Zoom! Off you go. For these new rescues, and we're looking forward to not only completing those, but now we're set up to create even more. I think another set of roofed habitats. So yippee, we are excited about that. They're already clearing the way. I think spring is going to be here before we know it, especially with the winter we've had. So I just love the momentum that we're able to maintain here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's all, yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming, handsome. And it's all thanks to you all. Well, hopefully I get service over here. I was going to point out, it's nice to see. We could hear kind of the crashing and banging. Yeah. What do you think? Lost service temporarily, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy there. I was pointing out, but I think the internet was getting the best of me. I was pointing out that a cat like Alyssa, who we know is a little bit more shy, a little bit more timid, she's still getting her morning strut in, enjoying her habitat, getting some exercise, and knowing that this stuff is kind of just happening right across the way. It's not bothering her, so that's good to see. We like that. And obviously, the happiest tiger in the world, Nova, she is not bothered in the least bit by some construction happening across the way. Truthfully, I think her, Indy, and Daisy are probably going to love a little extra human TV in their neck of the woods as this construction gets underway. How many are you out of chuffs yet? My word! I have never seen a tiger who can chuff as much as you. Okay. Oh my word. Indy, have to call it. We might just have to call it. Look at that. We really got beat up there. Connection-wise. Might as well stick it out just to try to maybe get something out of this, Indy.